Welcome to Computer Networks.
Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Computer Networks channel. In this video, we will discuss on multiple access protocols, Aloha, by myself. What is Aloha? Aloha is the earliest random access method was developed at the University of Hawaii in the early 1970s. Okay, the Aloha is the one of the random access method. That method was developed at University of Hawaii in the time of 1970. The main purpose of Aloha protocol is designed for a radio wireless LAN. It can be used on any shared medium. Here, any shared medium, when a station sends data, another station may attempt to do so at the same time. The data from the two stations collide and become garbled. For example, there is a station 1, station 2. These two stations are accessing one shared medium. And each and every station at same time accessing the medium. So these two frames are collide and become it is the garbled. Now you can see the pure Aloha. The pure Aloha is the original Aloha protocol is called the pure Aloha, and also it is the simple and elegant protocol. The idea behind the pure Aloha, each and every station sends a frame whenever it has a frame to send. The station 1. The station sends a frame whenever it has a frame to send immediately. However, since there is only one channel to share, there is a possibility of collision between frames from different stations. Here each and every channel to want to share their data at the same time. In that situation, the possibility of collision between frames from the different stations. That is a collision. So, it can avoid the collision. For example, there are the different frames in a pure Aloha network. Station 1, Station 2, Station 3, Station 4. Here the total 4 stations. Each and every station sends 2 frames. Station 1, frame 1.1. Station 1, frame 1.2. Station 2, frame 2.1. Frame 2.2, Station 3, 3.1, 3.2, Station 4, 4.1, 4.2. Here the 4 stations, total 8 frames and by using their methodology to send their data in a shared medium. Here you can observe here, the total 8 frames, only 2 frames are successfully reached the destination, remaining 6 frames are collide. The collision duration. There are 4 stations can access the shared channel. The diagram shows that each station sends 2 frames. There are total 8 frames on the shared medium. Some of these frames collide because multiple frames are in contention, argument for the shared channel. Because due to our data lost, collision. The sender, if the acknowledgement does not arrive at a timeout period, the station assumes that the frame or the acknowledgement has been destroyed and resend the frame. A collision involves 2 or more stations. So, because you can observe the collision situation. If all the stations try to resend their frames after the timeout, the frames will collide again and again. So the collision situation occurred. So in a pure aloha, identifies that when the timeout period passes, each station waits a random amount of time before resending its frame. The randomness will help avoid more collisions. Okay, the randomness indicates you can send randomly what the station you have to send their frame. Okay, that process or procedure you can call as back of time TB. Here the maximum number of retransmission attempts K maximum. A station must give up and try later. Okay, here the maximum number of retransmission reaches K maximum. The station must give up and try after some time. This is the procedure for pure aloha protocol. Okay, you can observe here the four variables K, TP, TFR, TB, where K indicates the number of attempts, where TP indicates the maximum propagation time, where TFR indicates the average transmission time for a frame, where TB indicates the back of time. So by using these variables in the flow chart. The first one, the start. Okay, any station wants to send their data, that is start position. Station has a frame to send. Okay, initially you have observed K equal to 0, where K equal to number of attempts. Initially you can assign the 0. The station send the 0, the first attempt 0. Send the frame and wait timeout time, where TP indicates the maximum propagation time. Okay, the wait time is the sender sends the frame 1 TP and receiver sends the acknowledgement receiver to sender to receiver to sender. There is a 1 TP and plus 1 TP into equal to 2 into TP, where ACK received, acknowledgement received, as the transmission was success. There is no, you can increase or increment the number of attempts. K equal to K plus 1. Initially K value 0, 0 plus 1, K equal to 1. Okay, and also check the maximum number of attempts. K maximum is we have taken 15. K maximum is normally 15. K greater than K maximum as about the transmission. Otherwise no, it wait some random amount of time. That random amount of time, choose the random number between that R value 0 and 2 power K minus 1. Okay, based upon the value, it calculates the wait TB time, where TB equal to R into TP or R into TFR. Based upon the waiting time, it waits the time and also again resending the frame. That is the procedure for a pure aloha protocol. Here the timeout period is equal to the maximum possible round trip propagation delay, sending endpoint, receiving endpoint. That is the total round trip propagation delay. Here you can calculate the vulnerable time, where vulnerable time is the length of the time to find there is a possibility of collision, where vulnerable time indicates the length of the time to find what is the possibility of collision. How vulnerable is our data? The station, for example, here see, you can calculate the vulnerable time. The station A sends a frame at a time t. Now imagine station B has already sent a frame between T minus TFR. You can removing the average frame transmission time into total time. This leads to a collision between the frames from station A and station B. Okay, you can observe here the station A frame, station B frame collide. The end point of B's frame collide with the beginning of A's frame. On the other situation, the station C sends a frame between T and T plus TFR, and also same procedure here followed here. There is a collision between frames from station A and station C. The beginning of C's frame collide with the end of the A's frame. Looking at the next slide, we see that the vulnerable time during which a collision may occur in pure aloha is 2 times the frame transmission time. I will repeat again. The vulnerable time during which a collision may occur in pure aloha is 2 times the frame transmission time. So the pure aloha vulnerable time is 2 into TFR. Pure aloha vulnerable time is 2 into TFR. For example, you have observed here, the station A sends at a time T, begin A frame, begin and end. At a time T minus TFR, B already sent. So, B's end collide with the A's beginning. In the other hand, the C already sent at the time of T plus TFR. A's end collides with the C's beginning. So, the vulnerable time equal to 2 into TFR. That is the possibility of collision. Now you can see here, we know the bandwidth is the maximum amount of data that can travel through a channel. The maximum amount of data, the total maximum amount of data that can travel through a channel. Now you can see the throughput. How much data actually does travel through the channel successfully? Throughput is how much data actually does travel through the channel successfully. That is the bandwidth, that is the throughput. Now you can see the throughput. Let us call where G indicates the average number of frames generated by the system during the frame transmission time. Then it can be proved that the average number of successful transmissions for pure aloha, you can calculate where S indicates the throughput, G indicates the average number of frames generated by the system into e power minus 2g. Now you can calculate the throughput in a pure aloha, S equal to G into e power minus 2g. The maximum throughput, where S maximum equal to 0.184 when we will take G equal to 1 by 2. Now you can see the slotted aloha. Pure aloha has a vulnerable time of 2 into TFR. We know the pure aloha, the pure aloha, the vulnerable time is 2 into TFR. But coming to this is so because there is no rule that define the station can send. Okay, in a pure aloha, any station wants to send their data, immediately send without follow any rule. So this is so because there is no rule that defines when a station can send. A station may send soon after another station has started, or soon before another station has finished. Where slotted aloha was invented to improve the efficiency of pure aloha. In slotted aloha, we divide the time into different slots of TFR, frame average transmission time, and the station to send only at the beginning of the time slot. I will repeat again. In slotted aloha, we divide the entire time into different slots of TFR. Here, each and every station to send their data only at the beginning of the time slot. You can see, observe here, frames in a slotted aloha network. The station 1, station 2, station 3, station 4. Each and every station sends two frames, frame 1.1, 1.2, 2.1, 2.2, 3.1, 3.2, 4.1, 4.2. Here each and every time is divided into the fixed amount of slot. So the total 8 frames ending, but only the collision situation was last 4 frames. Remaining 4 frames are successfully transmitted. Okay, so it is the better than pure aloha. The vulnerable time for slot aloha is 1 of that of pure aloha. The slot aloha vulnerable time is TFR. For example, 1 by 2 into 2 into TFR. So 2 cancel TFR. That is a slot aloha vulnerable time is TFR. You can observe here the time T is send C station and A station at the same time. They are sending data. Okay, but these two are collides with each other. A collides with C. But the T minus TFR, B already sent, but there is no problem. So, the vulnerable time is reduced the off, where vulnerable time equal to TFR. The throughput for slot aloha is S equal to G into e power minus G. The maximum throughput S maximum 0.368 when G equal to 1. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget subscribe my channel.